So a locking differential is really a device that we use in slippery conditions or road conditions where we need some level of differentiation. So specifically on the mechanical locking side, we get into situations with our customers where they have one tire that might be on ice or snow, and our device kicks in and is one of those devices that actually propels the vehicle forward by locking the high mu tire. So we have the mechanical locker, the electronic locker, and then also the direct acting locker in our series.
Mechanical locker's been around since the early 70s, and we've produced millions of these units globally.
The M-Locker is a passive device, so there's no driver interaction needed. Everything happens automatically. It's a mechanical device. When it detects a difference in wheel speed from left to right, it engages at a prescribed difference in RPM. It fully locks the axle and again sends torque to the axle with the best traction. M-Lockers are typically used in applications where the customer is looking for an improvement in mobility. Most often they're used in larger vehicles like a pickup truck, but they can be used in a passenger car or a CUV or an SUV also.
We had a cottage in northern Michigan, and it was an ice storm. I had all three of my kids and my wife, and we were going up a hill, and I had the snowmobile trailer on. And because I had the M-Locker, I was able to go to the side of the road where there was a little bit more gravel and whatnot for traction, and you could feel it engage, and I was able to get up the hill and ultimately get my family home at the end of the day. So on a personal level, to me, it just really reinforces the importance of being able to have those safety features.
So the E-Locker really comes into a market where the customer really is interested in off-road performance, or they would like the option to push a button to bring the technology on. And so we really started in the off-roading and aftermarket space, and since then we've seen our customers adopt it for mainstream applications. Most recently in the Colorado on the General Motors application side, where they want a really rugged off-road use where the customer can push a button, know that their locker is engaged, and traverse some really interesting terrains.
E-Locker is typically used in a manner in which the driver can select when they want the locking function to engage. However, it could also be engaged automatically just by detecting various vehicle sensors and understanding through logic when the vehicle needs additional mobility, and it can engage automatically. E-Lockers are typically used for more aggressive off-road driving when compared to some of the other differential technologies.
The lock detection is something that most of our new customers are asking about, and it really comes down to kind of vehicle safety. So our customers really want to know, is the device actually locked when they push a button or not? And so one of the things we're doing is working with the coil suppliers on our technology to be able to integrate that feature. So those pieces of data are fed back into the vehicle, so it senses whether our locker is actually engaged or not.
The direct acting E-Locker is another step above the E-Locker technology that we've had for many years. As the name implies, it's direct acting. With that, you get some benefits. You get a faster engagement. You get the ability to stay locked regardless of which direction you're moving, forward or reverse, and there's fewer parts.
Direct acting E-Locker 4 is really for, again, rugged applications where the customer needs to know that the device is completely locked. And so we came out with a 4-pinion design, which essentially allows us to manage power a little more easily.
So for certain instances like a snowplow, you want it to remain locked as you push the snow into the bank and back out. It's preferable to have that unit stay locked as opposed to going through a neutral state where the wheel might slip a little bit before it engages again.
The direct acting E-Locker could be used on any application that our traditional E-Locker is used on. It could be a front axle, could be a rear axle, could be automatic engaging, it could be driver selectable, many different applications.
We have a very long heritage of supplying lockers within the OEM space. We've kind of used that heritage to go into some niche applications in the off-road space, and also proliferated into some new technology that has allowed us to win business in new spaces.